Weehaw.
There we go.
Oh man. All right. And we are now live streaming. Ooh, there we are. We're telling your followers that you've started a live video Instagram, kind of like trying to be cool about it.
Yeah, I just got it actually on my watch.
Yeah. You're gonna watch yourself. How does that work?
I probably could actually.
Well, anyway, so all right, let's go ahead and get rolling. Hopefully we won't shatter the internet into a billion quantum entangled pieces or whatever in the process of you doing that. All right, so let's get started on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Hello world, my name is Don and you're watching Showcase for the week ending Sunday, April 3rd, 2022. Stop the presses. This is our Sunday show and that means weird headlines and your live chat comments. With me tonight is my good friend Alonzo. How are you doing, Alonzo?
I'm doing good, man.
Cool. Good to hear it. And thank you for joining me, and thank you at home for joining us as well. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscription bell. And as always, if you're with us live, drop us a line in the live chat and we might read it off on air. And that goes out to both places. We are live streaming on YouTube and on Instagram at Weekend Showcase right now. So if that's your method of choice, feel free. So getting down to business. Oh, we have a new thing, by the way, over my shoulder here. This is a timer that we're introducing with our weird news shows here with our reactions to make sure that we manage time. This is a 5-minute old school hourglass timer. So apparently we have 5 minutes to discuss a topic. And then when the sands run out, we're just going to roll right into the next thing. So Alonzo, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. First order of business is from Variety. Here's what Will Smith's resignation from the Academy means. So this took over the internet basically over the course of the last week for obvious reasons. A significant big deal. What can be, here we go. Let me go ahead and start the timer here. I'm not really sure what there is that's new to say about that really hasn't already been said to death by now. But I mean, this was an unfortunate private matter that was made disgustingly public. Alonso, do you have a couple thoughts on that?
Yeah, so this happened about like a week ago, and I think what we got to see so uniquely was it unfold over the course of a couple of days. And I think we're just going to briefly go over like the whole synopsis of like the past week, because it started off rough and we got so many different updates, and I think every day was just like, when are we going to hear some official statements? But it happened. It seemed like Will Smith or his PR team acknowledged it the next day and again a few days ago. And it led to a lot of people pointing fingers at each other, kind of like the Academy saying, they told Mr. Smith to leave prior to him getting his Oscar, and he said no. And then we found out that wasn't true. And now we got some official statements from the producer of the Oscar who, thought it was a bit at first. So there's a lot of different moving pieces, but, it finally ended, I think, a couple of days ago, if not like yesterday, where Will Smith resigned from the Academy of Motion Picture and Sciences. And, like there's a lot of people saying, is he right? Is he wrong? Is Chris right? Is Chris wrong? And honestly, I feel like there's no winners in this personally. But here we are now. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. This is one of those things that a Trekkie would call a Kobayashi Maru, I believe is the correct term for this.
Yes, it is absolutely a Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah, for those who aren't familiar with Trek logic, Trek jargon, that means no win scenario.
Nope.
I think that's.
I agree with you.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember, was that Vulcan or Klingon? I think it was Vulcan. The Vulcan phrase for
Vulcan.
That, right?
Vulcan.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, it's just an unfortunate example of like I was saying, a private issue that was made public. A lot more people have already covered this already, so I just thought it was important to like say a couple things about that. Before we like completely move on from this, because let's be honest, like I said, this has gotten a lot of oxygen so far. Let's go ahead and move on quickly to the next topic on our docket tonight, which involves a completely different actor and a completely different franchise, or series of franchises, I should say. This is again from Variety. Ezra Miller allegedly threatened couple after arrest.
Just as much weight.
Well, not really, though, because like what Ezra Miller did was in private. But see, Ezra's thing wasn't. Yeah. I'm sorry, I keep talking over because we're in a hurry.
This is so wild, man. Man, if you're watching this show and you have no idea what happened, basically he assaulted someone. And I think it's weird because I'm pretty sure this happened like 2 years ago at a Walmart and people filmed it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I heard some rumblings about that some time ago. It's
Yeah. Yeah, and that was huge, but nobody acknowledged it. Actually, nobody said anything about it. I think it was a thing for like a day or two, and then
Mhm.
there was just no acknowledgement from Warner Brothers. And I think somebody came out saying it was a prank. I don't know. But
Mhm.
now this has happened. You can't say this is a prank, man, because he went straight to jail and then he got out and then he proceeded to break into the couple's apartment who he previously assaulted at a karaoke bar in Hawaii.
Right.
And it just got ugly and then it got uglier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and just looking at this information here in this story here, let me see. Ezra Miller has been hit with a temporary restraining order by two residents in Hilo, a small town in Hawaii, maybe Hilo. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, where Miller was arrested earlier this week. The Fantastic Beasts and the Flash actor was released from jail after paying $500 in bail, and then reportedly threatened a couple on the property they've been staying at in Hawaii, according to Associated Press. According to Hawaii Police Assistant Chief Kenneth Kyocho, police escorted Miller off the property hours after they posted bail. A resident on the property called the police and asked for advice on removing two house guests. The restraining order against Miller says the actor burst into the Hilo couple's bedroom and threatened them. Miller allegedly stole some of the couple's belongings, including a passport and wallet. It's a temporary restraining order. Miller has been the source of 10 police calls since March 7. It is unknown at this time how long Miller has been in Hawaii. So, ouch. And I mean, what about the larger ramifications of this happening? Basically, really quickly, because he's got the third Fantastic Beast movie is about to drop, and the Flash movie is about to drop next June, and that's a lot kind of hinging on this person who's got a lot of legal problems right now. What are your thoughts on that?
Man, yeah. So I mean, I think it all comes down to like if you're Warner Brothers, what do you do? You
Mhm.
know, and I've heard that some people say that they need to recast, they need to maybe throughout this time period offer him like some type of counseling or therapy for his work. I don't think Warner Brothers has any immediate responsibility to do that for him. I think his loved ones need to for sure. But I mean,
Mhm.
from a business standpoint, if you're Warner Brothers,
Mhm.
what do you do? Do you recast? Do you give him like do you pay for like his therapy, make it public until like the whole like until we get it into its release? Do we get that 180? Like there's so much on the line here because I don't know about you,
Yeah,
but it doesn't look like Fantastic Beasts is gonna make anywhere above like 50 mil, 70 mil personally. You know what I mean? I don't know
yeah,
about
I'm not
you, but
yeah, this is like, don't forget, we are still like, coming to the end of like this big pandemic period where all the box office numbers are being really severely hit, because not everybody is necessarily going to the theaters with the same frequency and immediacy with which we have been doing, like from 2019 prior. Even for major tentpole releases like Fantastic Beasts, because like that's
mm-hmm.
Harry Potter, man. That's Harry Potter. That's one of Warner's biggest properties, arguably. So and then there's the issue of how this affects the Flash movie, because like that's a linchpin. I know we're kind of running over time right now, but just really quickly, the Flash movie, a lot hinges on that. A lot hinges on that, like being able to move forward with that franchise. They're bringing back Michael Keaton as Batman. We all know that. They're actually news came out. What was it? Halfway through last week, I think it was, where the where Superman was basically being retconned. Rumor has it, basically, something to do with, obviously they're doing Flashpoint on some level with this
Oh
movie,
yeah, I
but
think their end game is to erase or not erase, but like move away from Snyderverse and then
yeah,
replace Batman and Superman with uh Batman no, Superman's sister and
cousin Supergirl, the Sasha
cousin.
Cali version, yeah.
Yes, yeah, and was it Batwoman?
I'm not sure about Batwoman. I'm not sure if they'll be promoting Javicia Leslie up to full up to full theatrical. That would be amazing, but I don't know.
You know what?
I don't
And
know if
then
that
that kind of
everything's going to be
opens
that
up the
cohesive.
question. That kind of opens up the question. If they're planning on putting the Snyderverse on the shelf for a little bit and using a flashpoint to tell that story, then is it okay for them to leave Ezra Miller in it? Considering that this is going to be his one and done, maybe not really. We really don't know, but Flashpoint's a very one-off story.
Yeah. I don't know. But this is more of a comic book kind of topic anyway. I'm sure there's lots of other content sources to be able to go into that with more thoroughness than we're able to, because we're here to do weird news at the end of the day. So we got to transition back into that.
This is definitely weird news. Sure.
Yeah. Well, this particular topic is like just the bizarreness of it. We can put technically as weird, but anyway, let's move on.
Oh, yeah.
So once again, thanks so much for tuning in with us live. Those of you who are joining us on Facebook, or excuse me, on Instagram live, or here on our normal place of operations on YouTube, smash that like button and drop us a live chat comment, and we might incorporate it into our conversation here. Let's move on to our next topic, which is from Newsweek. This is kitten snake, optical illusion of a cat that looks like a serpent, wows online. Let me go ahead and restart the little hourglass here.
What in the heck?
So, all right, this is, oh, there's a YouTube video. We'll go ahead and come back to that at the end here. So internet users of the early 2000s will remember the iconic long cat meme. One of the most recognized cats on the internet, the white cat was famed for his length, but a resting cat that looks a lot like a long snake has caught the attention of modern day internet users after a picture went viral on Twitter this week, skipping ahead, with more than 45,000 likes. The picture was shared on Twitter by user @WeirdLittleGuys. It first appeared online back in 2021 when it was shared on the Chinese site ET Today. Okay, so Alonzo, it sounds like you already have thoughts on this.
Dude, the long cat's cute. Do you know what they're talking about? The long cat meme?
I think I do. Like the white cat that's like, that looked like it was like
Photoshopped, the white cat
that's
long. Like kind of like held like this.
Right.
Like their body's just like stringing down. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like a weird sort of Photoshop type of situation. But what's your favorite cat related meme? Have you like come across anything that really stick out to you?
Oh man, dude, there's so many. I feel like cats run the internet more than films, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Dang. But
honestly, between cats and owls, especially if you're Adult Swim.
Dude, yeah, owls are basically cats of the sky, right? Pretty much. I think octopuses are the cats of the ocean. Anyways, there's so many cat memes you just can't like put your favorite on it. But you know what? The one where it's like bread, you know what I mean? The cat where it's like, it's kind of like shaped like bread, like a loaf of bread.
I heard about that.
That was fun.
Yeah, cat breading is what
cats or where cats turn into a puddle, like when they put themselves in a vase and suddenly it looks like they're just kind of like, okay, you got to fill yourself in on some cat memes. Sometimes cats just like turn themselves into puddles. You know what I mean? Like they like contort themselves in a way where they kind of disappear if they're on like an all black couch, or sometimes they hide inside like jars. They just go inside vases that they could fit in, and they'll just relax in there. They're
you
like
make them sound like,
you know what I mean?
You make them sound like rats. I think is the species of that can like sort of disassemble its own body to a degree. And hang on a second, let's get rid of this tab. And can just like fit into any, like even the narrowest of crevices, you know?
Yeah. Oh man,
good grief, that's bizarre. Let's move on to the next topic here. I think we're about the halfway point on this hourglass. If we can fit a good rhythm going of like two topics by the time I have to flip it, that'd be good. Let's move on. This is a topic. Man discovers alien creature's corpse washed up on Australian beach.
Oh, we got to see this.
This is from CBS News, posted on Friday. Here we go.
I like these because it feels like everyone's competing for the best host.
I've stumbled across something weird. This is like one of those things you see when people claim that they found aliens. Look at it. How weird is that?
Wait. Hold on. Let's look at that again.
How weird is that?
It's doing this weird buffering thing. It won't let me stop it.
Look at it.
It looks like a cross between like a chicken and like a mosasaur.
Yeah.
Look at it.
There we go.
See, I dig this because everyone's competing for the best hoax. It's like it's like ugly. It's like ugly looking, you know, but it clearly looks like you stuffed something into something.
This looks like one of those things that you would see on like the Will Ferrell Land of the Lost movie, or like the original live
the
action
one with
Super
like the
Mario.
green aliens, right?
Yeah,
the
the Slee Stacks.
Yeah, the sleeve stacks with like the
Yeah,
big black eyes and like the horns on top of them. Oh, those guys are awesome, dude, because they remind me of the lizard man from the original Star Trek series.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing I was trying to think of was like the what was it? In the live action Super Mario Brothers movie from like 90 or 91 or something.
Yeah.
Basically, the dinosaurs
Yeah.
that would try to evolve and they failed along the way.
Or like the ones with the small heads.
Yeah. Yoshi. Oh my god, that was traumatizing.
Oh my god. That was awful.
Weird.
That was really weird. Shoot.
Well, hey, this is the halfway mark. I got a meeting to go to, but these are some fantastic 4 topics that we already went over.
Yeah. Let's see. Can we squeeze into? Oh, hello. Somebody on Instagram, on the Instagram live feed, dropping a line really quickly. Let's see. We can do. Can we do one more really quickly, or do you have to like ask like now? More. All right. Cool. Here's from the UK publication The Mirror. Fluffy dog has crazy makeover to turn him into giraffe, and he loves it.
Dude, people really like painting their dogs.
Apparently. Here's a video. Let's see if this is able to load up properly. Here we are. Oh shoot, it's okay, there it is.
Oh wow, he's equipped with like the hooves and everything.
Yeah.
Hi, baby. Hi. Oh. There we go. Hey.
Back to the dog. Back to the. Stop filming the floor.
Hi. Oh.
Okay, new giraffe.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I shaved the spots. He was like.
There we go.
Again.
Nope.
Oh, look at them.
It's crazy to me that people do this to their animals sometimes. I mean, I know it's probably harmless. It's just like, who thinks of this?
I don't know. Let me try and skip. Oh wait, maybe it's gonna go into the next thing here. Oh. Wow, the rest of this clip is empty. Wow, good move, Mirror.
Dang.
All right, well.
Dang, they rickrolled you.
All right, well, you know,
it's so
what?
interesting.
This whole thing...
that looks so complex. I feel like someone was really an artist when they were just doing
it. Here it is. If you look really closely here, third from left, you can see the thumbnail. Bernedoodle dog enjoys the park with fur dyed to look like a giraffe. I think that's the clearest look that we're gonna get here. I can't zoom in any further, but you can sort of see really closely in there. That's the straight up. That's Jeffrey from Toys R Us right there. Like you can't tell me.
Yeah, that's a good
you can't tell me that that's a dog.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, it's clearly a dog,
hybrid
right, fine.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand like why pet owners do this sort of thing sometimes. Like it also sort of blows my mind when you see pet owners get little clothes for their dogs, you know, like shirts and like jackets and little tiny like boots for their paws and stuff like that. You realize nature gave them shoes already. You know that, right? Like, why are we doing this to our pets now? Like Alonzo, literally. I'm sure you've seen some crazy stuff, right?
Yeah, you know what? I think the craziest thing that I've done with my pets, like my animal, was they create like, so if you don't want your dog or your cat like scratching things, they have like these caps that you can put on like your animal's like nails, and it kind of prevents them from like scratching furniture, but you get them in different colors and they look like you paint their nails. That's the craziest thing I've done with my animal. But painting your whole animal's like coat, that sounded like that's a commitment.
That sounded like Kitten Mittens from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, just like that, except it's like kitten nails. That's great.
Wow, that's bizarre. Anyway, I know you have to go, Alonzo, but thanks so much for joining us tonight. I really appreciate you making the time. Absolutely, man. You guys have a great rest of your show. Awesome. Thanks. Bye-bye. All right. Now, and now it's just us right now. Let's go ahead and move on into the next topic really quickly. I may be able to squeeze like 3 topics in by the time this actually expires, because we actually do have a really large docket here. These are sort of logistical things that happen when you're working with a medium to large scale for what this YouTube channel is right now anyway. Production team that like we need to work out logistics of when people can be available. So we get a little bit of overlap and stuff not really being available all the way, but we do the best we can. And thanks so much for bearing with us, those of you at home watching. Here's a topic coming up next on the docket. This is again from the Mirror. Loch Ness Monster spotted for the first time this year, expert claims. Okay, now that's the perfect weird story right there, because this is like a long time coming. I mean, everybody knows what the Loch Ness Monster is, right? Everybody knows about that. What is that? I think it's a Scottish legend, basically. And it's one of those things that's like Bigfoot. It's a legendary creature that is really, that proof, evidence of its existence is really elusive. There's a video attached to this. Let's take a look. There's no sound attached to this. Let's see. For the podcast audience that's listening, this is a wide open shot outdoors, a really big lake, large body of water. I'm looking ahead on the timeline here. This is a minute 26 long. There doesn't really seem to be anything visible here that I can tell. Not really sure what they were sort of like referring to in this clip as proof of the Loch Ness Monster's existence. Let me take a look at this. In the actual body of the story, here we go. Eoin O'Fodagan. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I cannot pronounce this name. Eoin O'Fodagan. Sorry. is a veteran spotter and regularly records sightings via the Loch's webcam, but he was worried as no one had seen the monster for a while, as the Daily Record reports. He kept his eyes peeled and monitored the webcam day and night, as well as the official Loch Ness Monster sightings register, where no official sightings have been recorded for 3 months. But Eoin, E-O-I-N is how it's spelled. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Who had his first sighting back in 1987, was watching the webcam live stream last Wednesday afternoon, March 23, when he spotted something unexplained. Not that artist rendering, come on. Here we go. He explained that it appears to be two objects moving parallel to each other across the middle of the screen. The 57-year-old shared the video capture of the virtual sightings, which show strange dark shapes moving about on the surface of the loch. I couldn't tell if there was anything in there, but oh, hey, Raina, hey. You're muted still. Can't hear you. There
Hi.
You are. Hey, good to see you. I didn't notice you came in at all. I just started talking. How long have you been in here?
Me, I just came in not too long ago.
Okay, cool. You just missed Alonzo. He just left at the end of the last topic, but thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Oh,
really
this is the last one?
No, it's not. We're still going. I'm saying he joined right with the last one that we were talking about.
Oh,
the
nice.
Previous ones,
It's nice. It's nice to be here. I'm out and about right now. It's really nice. It's a good spring in California, and so a lot of the festivals and stuff are starting. So right now I'm at a vegan festival.
Oh, okay. Can you turn your phone a little bit, please, to get the aspect ratio? Yeah. There we go. There you are. Hello. Welcome. Good to see you. Fully. Cool. So we're talking about the Loch Ness Monster, and I was looking at this footage that someone had captured, claiming that it is evidence of the monster's existence for the first time in 30 years, captured on film. And I was looking around and through this clip.
These videos are always so sketchy for me.
Yeah. I was trying to take a look at this thing, and the story claims that there's like shadowy things sort of underneath the surface of the water here. I'm playing the video here. There's no sound, and I can't even tell. This may be just because it's a low resolution sort of thing. And wait a minute. I think I saw this little tiny, there's something here. Let me try to go ahead and take a closer look here. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. I think I know what they were talking about. It's, let me try and pull this up really quickly. I missed it. Sorry. It's like at about the 40-second mark. Okay, this is about as close as I can get it. If you look in the center of your screen right now, you can see what looks like a weird sort of like squiggle in the exact dead center, a shadowy sort of squiggle.
See, I'm trying to see.
You can pin the show's camera, the production camera on your screen to sort of expand it. I can't blow it up anymore. But for those of you who are for the clip audience, like we're gonna go ahead and screen cap this and blow it up a little bit bigger, but I don't think that's...
Yeah, I see what you're talking about now.
Yeah. That's best case scenario. That's a tail. I don't think that's...
You know what?
But given the size of this lake, maybe not. No, what?
This reminds me of mermaid sightings. I've looked them up because I really wish mermaids were real. I do. And so like I've looked it up before to see like, oh, has anybody found a mermaid? And No. They always look super fake or like super
Yeah, and that was a
manipulated.
really low resolution clip. For all we know, there was just some weird pixelation that came up in the rendering, that sort of thing. So whatever. Let's just go ahead and chalk that up to whatever. What do you think about it? Like, if you want to take a look at the footage for yourself, we have the link posted in the description to this video down below.
Let us know.
So here's the next clip. Oh, and by the way, Raina, we have a new thing that I'm trying to figure out the rhythm for how to use. This is an actual like 5-minute timer hourglass here to sort of like help keep track. So we're gonna try to use this to keep track of like, so when we don't go too long on a topic. Try. But oh, here's a big one. We're gonna have to use the timer with this one. This is again from the Mirror. Aliens abducting humans and living on Earth before invasion, professor claims. This is according to
not aliens.
Yeah, we're doing aliens. All right, here we go. I'm putting the timer up here. Gosh. 5 minutes. I know we're doing aliens. Let's see. All right. So there's a video attached to this, but it's not really loading. Here we go. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Come on.
Of all the crazy things to say, not knowing that other people are saying this too, is crowd control. When they get older, they will be required to stand on the corner of a street. There will be a large number of humans or of people running down the street, and your job.
Oh shoot.
Everything will be okay.
Sorry, hang on one second.
Job will be in the future.
My children are here in the background.
They will be required to stand on the corner of a street.
Okay.
There will be a large number of humans or of people running down the street, and your job is to say, just keep going, just keep moving, just keep moving. Everything will be okay, just keep moving. That's what their job will be in the future. You have to try to imagine if this is coming out of people's imaginations and it's not happening. Crowd control would not be the #1 memory that they had about what's going to happen in the future. It's just nonsensical. Then
okay, that's enough of this. I don't really. Let's just start here. Raina, do you believe in aliens?
But I don't believe they're anything like what we think they look like.
So what do they look like?
Not exactly sure. Honestly, probably a lot of different things, but I just definitely don't think like the typical image of aliens is what as people picture them or draw them or whatever, what they look like. And I believe that I also believe that aliens live amongst us as well, and we don't know.
Oh, really? Okay. Do you know anyone who you suspect is an alien? You don't have to name.
But if I say it, I can't say it. I can't say it.
I know.
But yeah.
Okay,
I've met people that I think are aliens and clones and a bunch of other stuff. So.
Wow. I mean, you know what? We live in the kind of crazy world right now where, frankly, it kind of takes all kinds, and it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest bit if that turned out to be the case. I don't know. I don't know what else.
It definitely is.
Yeah. Hang on a second. What about those of you at home? Those of you who are watching this, like, what do you think? Are we not alone in the universe? Are we not alone on Earth? Let us know. Shoot us a comment. Let's see. This is, Dr. David Jacobs, a professor of history at Temple University. Yeah, I think that was the guy who was speaking in the video just then. Has set out his findings in the documentary Extraordinary: The Revelations during UFO Week on Blaze. He has claimed aliens are preparing to take over Earth, a conclusion he has come to based on their alleged abductions of humans from the planet and subsequently utilizing mind control. Oh my God. Yeah. Man, let us know what you think about this as far as like what the feasibility of this is. Do you believe the truth is out there?
I think there definitely is, but it's far from anything that we could even imagine, I think, to be honest. I think once we really know the answer, it's going to blow our minds. It's going to be huge.
That's a very safe bet. Just considering like how little we really know about the universe and humanity's role in it, just how many species like we have yet to discover, really. I said that wrong. Sorry.
Of nothing. Like what we think we know is not what we know. I'm telling you, but that's another subject.
Yeah. We're gonna get a little sidetracked here, but yeah, humility and perspective is key with topics like this, really. and just an open mind really at the end of the day. So let's go ahead and move on. Whoa, I think we lost. Hang on a second. Renee still with us? Oh, she is not. She lost connection. Shoot. Hopefully she'll be able to reconnect back in. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. This is again from the Mirror. Dog owners travel 200 miles to visit puppy playground with bouncy castle. Okay, let's see. Bark and Bounce, located in Salford, Manchester, is a dream for owners looking for a new experience for their dogs, equipped with every giant game and toy you can imagine. Harley Chester, 28, from Worsley, decided to open up a play area in 2019 to keep her 10 pet dogs occupied after running the kennels next door. Harley said, quote, "I wanted somewhere for my own dogs to play, and there was nothing like it around, so I bought a bouncy castle and soon had lots of dogs visiting." Well, if you build it, they will come, I suppose, is the appropriate response to that. Her playground has grown from there and now has a huge 90-foot indoor area with a secure outdoor field equipped with climbing frames, ball pits, paddling pools, and games galore. She welcomes dog owners from up and down the country, and many travel hundreds of miles to let their pups play. Harley says the dogs love it, and the majority of them will try out everything from sliding down the slides to jumping in the ball pit. Oh, now as a dog owner, I appreciate that. And I know a lot of you watching who are also are animal friendly, I know can really appreciate that as well. Like it's like I was just alluding to a moment ago, it's a difficult, crazy world. And, anytime that we can get a little moment of wholesome happiness, is a welcome relief from the situation at hand. So let's go ahead and move on. Here we go. We just ran out of the sand, it appears. Let's see. It's about 15 minutes till the top of the hour. We have a bunch more topics to get through. We're not going to be able to get through everything tonight, but everything that we found is linked in the description of this video down below. Those of you who are catching this live on YouTube, feel free to check that description after the stream is over. If you want to go ahead and do a little bit more digging for yourself, if any of these topics strike you as interesting enough to do so, which hopefully they all are. We work very hard to research these topics for you. Next topic is again from the Mirror. Neighbor is furious with my trick to stop his dog barking. He says I'm crazy. Okay, this is another pet-focused topic. Let's see. A flat tenant, apartment tenant, has found an odd way to keep their neighbor's dog quiet while it's at home alone, but its owner isn't very happy about it. The person wrote to Dear Prudence asking for advice after considering moving houses because of it. It must be one of those news magazine or newspaper advice columnists, I guess. The discussion is titled, I Barked Back. And the writer explains that his new neighbor recently moved in with a dog who started howling most of the day while he was home alone. The tenant grew up with multiple pets and wasn't fazed by the noise at first, but it began to irritate them on days off. One day, the tenant decided enough was enough and tried out a weird technique to calm the dog down. And then for a moment or two, there was silence. Wait, okay, here we go. This is in quotes. Now, I don't know why I did this. It still puzzles me why I thought this would be a good idea. He was howling nonstop for almost an hour, and I felt like I had to do something, so I barked. I barked at a poor howling dog that's on the other side of my living room wall, end quote. For a moment or two, there was silence, and then the dog barked back. And then the tenant explains, quote, and this was a curious and unsure bark, I think, so I kept it up, end quote. Every day they would have a bark off, and the tenant noticed the neighbor's dog was howling less and less. The barking conversation seemed to relax the dog and possibly helped it feel less alone. That was until the dog's owner overheard their peculiar barking session and did not like it one bit. The writer said, quote, he knocked aggressively at my door and told me to stop teasing his dog. I tried to explain how this all started, but he looked at me like I was crazy, end quote. Yeah, that'll do it. I can't imagine going to such desperate lengths to quiet down a rambunctious and noisy animal, but like that sounds like the sort of thing, hey, having a conversation with the neighbor themselves, maybe would be a better thing to do. Hopefully would have been tried at least a couple times beforehand for it to get that bad. But anyway, what's the craziest animal story that you've come across in your individual life, in your personal life? If you feel comfortable sharing it, drop a comment. A woman baffled after finding baby possum clinging to her dog's fluffy coat. baby possum clinging to the dog's coat. Okay. Here's a video attached to this. Hopefully this will do a relatively thorough explanation and not be too clickbaity. All right, here we go.
Put my dog inside for the night, and there's something dark attached to his chest, and I was like, where did you put your chest in? There's just a possum hanging off his chest. Duke, come here. Come here. Stop. Oh my God. Possum attached to your chest. Come here. Where is he? Come on. Where is he? Hey. Come on.
Hard to tell. Don't put the
Hey.
camera away.
Hi,
There we
little
go.
Fella.
Wow.
Hi. Oh my God, that's what was attached to you. Hi. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Hop on the fence. Bye. Bye.
Okay, well, that's nice. This woman's dog found a sort of a symbiotic relationship with indigenous wildlife. I don't know. Well, it's not symbiotic. Sorry, that's not the right word for it. But basically, just I'm trying to wrap my mind around how, I guess, how did this possum sort of like wind up attached to the dog? Like, was a dog like that stuck it like that, lost in sleep, so as to not really like notice that there's something crawling around on you? I don't know. Let's see. The TikTok video that has been viewed by 816,000 people, Duke of Hawthorne had to part ways with his newfound best friend and set him free. His owner explained, that's the dog's name, I guess. His owner explained, so I just called my dog inside for the night and there's something dark attached to his chest. Yep, there we go. That's, wow. That's bizarre. Okay, that's bizarre. I can't imagine, I can't imagine like how I would react upon seeing that, you know, attached to my dog. Obviously I would try to like, you know, get it, you know, back into wildlife safely, but yeah. Wow. Okay. That's bizarre. Let's move on to the next topic. About another 9 minutes left before the top of the hour. Once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Those of you who are watching us live on Instagram or on YouTube. On Instagram, we're at Weekend Showcase. And don't forget to drop a like and a subscription while you're there. Here we go. This is Dad gobsmacked to find 6-inch mutant crisp in bargain bag bought from Aldi. Michael Langford, 44, from Poole in Dorset, couldn't believe what he was seeing when he pulled out a mammoth-sized cheese and onion crisp that was almost as long as the packet. I don't think this needs really to be like looked into any further than this. This is a pretty self-explanatory topic, if I'm being brutally honest. Hopefully that's not too much of a genetically modified organism there, and just a freak incident of like how the chip was made, how the potato was cut at the factory, at the manufacturing plant or whatever. Let's move on. This is again from the Mirror. Google Maps users weirded out by strange bloody puddle spotted online. Oh wow. Let's take a look at this here. Images of the unusual snap. Okay, here we go. Images of the unusual sight in an unknown field were posted on the Reddit and Google Maps, leaving people scratching their heads at the mystery. Here we go. So that's the bloody spot there, sort of in the center, in the lower center of the screen here. I wouldn't say that doesn't really look like blood to me. It just looks like basically like you can put that image through like some color filters basically and make it look like that if there's just no grass growing in that area. But that being said, there is what looks like a lot of like what can look like veins, you know, spreading out in multiple directions on the grounds, which upon closer inspection and thought, that can just easily be, you know, like vehicle paths, you know, or bike trails or something like that. I don't know what this location is. So, but those could very easily be tire trails is what I'm really saying. So I don't know. It's a satellite image. So really kind of anything goes without the proper context of what that location is. Let's see. bloody puddle. Somebody suggested a puddle of blood in that image, but some people suggested the reality was much less interesting and reckoned the white structures were simply farm storage areas on the farm. That's a farm. Looks like 2 silos. The reddish color is the sediment, possibly a high traffic area, said one person. There you go. The user suggested parts of Australia had red earth, which would explain the image, while someone else reckoned it was a place where animals went to eat and drink, and it results in them churning up the ground, which could be more visible by images from space. Okay, so that basically answers that question. On the surface, that is a very off-putting image, but yeah, it's one of those things that it comes off as kind of clickbaity, but there you go. Anyway, so let's go ahead and move on to the next item on the docket. Let's see here. I think we have another couple more here before we go ahead and shut this down. I'll go ahead and try this thing. Actually, since we're at 55 now, we're at 6:55 right now in the Eastern time zone. So once this hourglass is done, that'll be basically top of the hour and we can start to shut down. So here we go. Woman applauded for sassy shutdown of cheating man's unsolicited come on. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Not really sure if this counts as weird, but let's see what the comment was. And uh-oh. Didn't really load up properly there. Let me try that one more time. There we go. Okay, so Zaya, I don't know how to pronounce this name. I'm sorry. Zaya Hoke, Zaiahhoke, age 18, shared an interaction she had with a man who slid into her DMs recently on TikTok, where she's known as @Zaya_Hoke. Since being posted, it has since gone viral with more than 1.1 million views because of her sassy reply. Screenshots of the Instagram text exchange saw the man in question reacting to one of her stories, a picture of her posing in what appears to be either her underwear or a bikini with a heart eyes emoji. He then wrote, let me wife you up, RNNN, so people know that to mean let me wife you up right now. So I guess extra emphasis on the now part of that acronym, RN. Adding a love heart and a diamond ring emojis to his message. Naturally, Zaya had a quick look at his profile and spotted that he already had a girlfriend who presumably had no idea he was making advances to other women on Instagram. Ouch. Foul on the play. So Zaya came up with a cunning way to put him in his place. She responded, quote, I just looked at your account and your GF is so pretty. Looks like I can wife her up after I send her a screenshot of this. Ooh. Unhappy with the comment, he clapped back. Females can't even take compliments these days. He also added that he was just playing for good measure. But soon the seriousness of his behavior sunk in and he started pleading with Zaya not to contact his girlfriend. Don't tell her, he texted, along with 2 praying hands emojis. Sorry, I got hacked. IDK what that was, end quote. Zaya captioned her TikTok, the way they, quote, the way they all act the same when they get caught or rejected, end quote. And viewers were quick to praise her quick thinking. Oh, boy. Wow. And then people are commenting on the bottom of this. Why can't her GF know he is a well-mannered man who just compliments women? Do it. And then on the other side, LOL, all these are alike. The flirty compliment, the insult after rejection, the my cat hacked my phone excuses. So this is one of those things that's a bit of a social commentary that can be quite divisive, depending on what your individual perspective and experience is. Let's see. Yeah, we're running out of time today, but what are some of your craziest experiences on dating apps? Hopefully nothing too creepy or off-putting. Post a comment. Who's in the right here? Let's see. Next item. I think we're gonna make the next one last one for the night. Trying to load this up as quickly as I can here. Here we are. Whoops. I think I went a little far there. Hang on. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, this is a good one to exit on right here. Baby born with 2 heads, 3 hands, and 2 hearts after mom expected twins. Well, we've clearly saved the best for last. Doctors say they are not planning surgery after Shaheen Khan gave birth to her child, who was born with a condition known as dicephalic parapagus. Dicephalic parapagus, where 2 infants are joined by 1 torso. Wow. That is the weirdest thing I've seen literally months. And there's a video attached to this. Oh boy, hold on to your butts. Let's see here. Oh, okay, never mind that then. Following footage contains content viewers may find distressing. Okay, well, I guess that's not properly edited for that. But the link is in the description if those of you who wanted to go ahead and take a look at that closer. Let's see. Baby shock. Here we go. It often results in a stillbirth, but after surviving, doctors said on Tuesday they are not planning surgery. The miracle baby has been admitted to a hospital in the nearby city of Indore to be monitored by medics. Wow. Wow. Mom Shaheen remains in the district hospital in Ratlam. It's unclear from reports if the arrival is being treated as conjoined twins or one child. Local reports describe it as a baby, but the condition is considered a rare form of partial twinning. One of the doctors, wow, look at that image. It's literally two heads spinning off of one torso. One of the doctors, Dr. Lahodi, said these kinds of cases are, quote, these kinds of cases are rare and the condition of babies remains uncertain, especially in the initial days. Due to this, we have kept them under observation. We have not planned for any surgery on the patient, end quote. Wow, that is, wow, I've never seen anything like that before, not in real life. That is crazy. Wow. Wow. Hopefully they're going to be okay. Good grief. Wow. That's amazing. Hopefully the babies are going to be okay, and hopefully the mom's going to be okay. That is absolutely unprecedented. Definitely threw me for a loop right there. That's the end of our time. Unfortunately, the hourglass has just expired. That's the end of our time tonight for weird news headlines. What were some of your favorites for tonight? Like, I know that last one, the dicephalic, I forgot the term of it, but the two-headed baby, I'm sorry, is easily the weirdest thing that I've seen all night long. The Loch Ness Monster should have been a lot more, but unfortunately it wasn't. That felt kind of clickbaity. I think somebody was just overreacting there. But also the possum clinging to the dog's coat, that story was also really weird to me. But what about you at home? Those of you at home who were watching this, what were some of your favorites tonight? If you had some favorite stories, maybe post your reactions into the comments section. We might share them on our social media pages a little bit later on. And if you have a suggestion for a weird news topic that we should cover on next Sunday's show, shoot us a DM. We're at on Twitter and Instagram at Weekend Showcase. Technically everywhere, really. We're always at Weekend Showcase, but shoot us a DM on Twitter or Instagram with your link, and we might give you a shout out on the air if we use your story. So that's basically going to wrap up weird news for tonight. This has been Showcase for the week ending Sunday, April 3rd, 2022. Thanks so much for tuning in. And don't forget to smash that like button and the subscription notification bell. And we hope you have a great week. And we'll see you this coming Friday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Pacific for an all-new trailer reaction show. In the meantime, have a great week. Hope you had a great weekend. Showcase you soon. Good night.